expand Home Assistant with a lot of functions and also designs. This is relatively easy with the Home Assistant Community Store, or HACS for short. Why you should definitely install it and how to do it, I will show you in this video. Have fun! Home Assistant already offers a lot of possibilities to integrate a super large number of devices into Home Assistant. For this, there are the so-called integrations, which can theoretically be written by the community itself. However, Home Assistant has quite strict requirements when it comes to installation and evaluation. As a result, it is not super easy and trivial to write your own integrations, which mainly ensures that they first go through a review process. Things that have just come onto the market are currently popular, but still relatively new, may not yet be officially included in Home Assistant, as this integration is strictly regulated by Home Assistant. Additionally, Home Assistant tries, as some might have noticed, to maintain a, uniform design language. Accordingly, the dashboard looks the way it does. In my eyes, it's relatively pretty. Nevertheless, there are, of course, things that some people might wish for, which you could theoretically integrate yourself, but perhaps someone else has already done it. Home Assistant itself does not allow external designs, as I'll simply call them, to be used. And precisely for these two reasons, the Home Assistant Community Store is worthwhile. As the name suggests, it is a store managed by the community, and accordingly, it approves community integrations much faster and easier. Thus, you can find a lot of integrations there. So I'll show you this list briefly here. For example, if someone wants to use this design in their dashboard, they can easily add it through the Home Assistant Community Store. Additionally, there are also integrations like them, just to name a few examples, this adaptive lighting add-on, which I've been using for ages and is actually worth its own video. Based on the Philips Hue integration adaptive lighting, you can set it so that your light color adjusts according to the position of the sun. In the afternoon, it becomes somewhat brighter white, and in the evening, more yellowish, so it resembles the evening or morning sun. And this is not only with Philips Hue lamps, but with any warm, cool white lamp or even RGB lamp, where the corresponding colors are attempted to be adjusted. In contrast to the Philips Hue integration, here you can set a lot of things, such as the range in which it should operate, whether the brightness should be adjusted, which rooms, which groups of rooms should be controlled, and so on and so forth. So it's really very, very extensive what you can do there. Or, to mention another example, the EPEX Spot integration, with which you can bring dynamic electricity prices into Home Assistant to run automations accordingly. I've already made a video about that as well. But as mentioned, you need the Home Assistant Community Store for that, which has recently changed a bit in terms of installation. That's why this updated video is here. And the installation method differs depending on whether you are using Home Assistant OS or the Home Assistant container. For those of you who have no idea what that means, you can easily find out by going into the settings and checking if you find this add-ons tab. If you have it, then you are using Home Assistant OS. If you don't have it, then you are using either core or supervised. In those cases, simply copy this script here into your terminal. Then you probably already know how it works. And if you are using the OS, then continue following the video. First of all, a big thank you for the support on the last videos. For this very reason, I want to give something back to you. That's why I'm displaying an Amazon voucher here. First come, first served. Have fun with it, and if you feel like getting one yourself next time, feel free to click on subscribe and help me improve this statistic a bit. Thank you so much for your support. And now, back to the video. I find that the installation has become much easier here. You simply click on this link here. Then a new tab should open, and if you've used it before, you'll see your Home Assistant URL displayed at the bottom. Or if you haven't, you'll need to set it here once. So insert your Home Assistant URL here, then press Update and then click on Open Link. Subsequently, a window should open asking if you want to add a new repository. You confirm that, and then this page opens. This is the add-on that now needs to be installed. It's called Get HACS. You press Install, then it will be downloaded in the background, ensuring that you have the HACS store installed in the end. Once that's completed, you need to press start here. And now, very importantly, open the log, because here you can see if everything is working. So you see the download is starting, HACS is being downloaded, and when installation complete appears here, you've made it this far. Now it says here again, remember to restart. So we need to do that once more. To do this, go to Settings, then System, press the power icon at the top, then restart Home Assistant, confirm, and now Home Assistant will restart accordingly. After the restart, you will now find in Settings, My Devices and Services, Add Integration, a new integration called HACS. Click on it once and confirm each of these check marks. Then press OK, and you will need to log in with a wide GitHub account. You can also register for free if you don't have a GitHub account yet. HACS needs this to download the integration. So we click on it once, confirm the login, and now we need to copy the code below and paste it on the page here. Press Continue. Press Authorize HACS, and then everything worked. We can close the tab and now see here, success. Configuration created. Click on Finish and see that a menu item, HACS, has now appeared in the sidebar. To complete everything, we go to Settings, Add-ons, Get HACS, and we can now uninstall it again so that everything is tidy again. A small note for all those who are new to the topic. Be sure to pay attention to how often these integrations have already been installed. The data here is open source. This means theoretically the code can also be reviewed. But since it is a community store, integrations that are not good for your Home Assistant installation could theoretically sneak in. As mentioned, it's best to keep an eye on that. Especially here in the New tab, things might be hiding that perhaps haven't been fully checked yet. A good indicator for this is this statistic here. So if we scroll down a bit and, for example, click on the mushroom card here, we see the GitHub page displayed, and accordingly, the number of downloads up here. With almost 200,000 downloads, you could install this integration relatively worry-free. Additionally, of course, there are almost 4,000 stars. So the integration is definitely used very, very frequently and can be installed without any issues. We'll try that out now so you can see how it works. You can already see the download button down here. Then you could theoretically also install an older version if you wish. But we want the latest version now, so we'll leave that untouched and click on Download here. Afterwards, either the browser needs to be reloaded or Home Assistant needs to be restarted, but you will always see that displayed here. And then we'll do that once. Usually, since it varies depending on whether you're installing a design element or an integration, you'll find a small guide down here on how to use it. In this case, under Usage, we need to edit the dashboard. To do this, I simply click on Test, Edit, Add here. And when I search for mushroom here, I already find the mushroom cards. You can now, for example, select a chips card and then adjust it accordingly here. But now I'll just click on Save, and then we can already see it displayed up here. So that's how the whole thing would look. Yes, and that's basically it for the installation of HACS. I hope you liked it and maybe even found it helpful. If so, I would of course be very happy about a rating. If you don't want to miss anything, feel free to click on subscribe so you don't miss any more Home Assistant videos and to help improve this statistic a bit. Thank you very much for that, and we'll see each other again next week for a new video. Until then, take care and goodbye.